Never have I run into this problem before. What's up, guys? It's Matt with Hurley Acres and the dogs. Listen, sometimes being a homesteader means you've got to put on a couple of different kinds of hats. And the one I am not very good at is plumbing. Plumbing is kind of my arch enemy. Well, today I got a couple of plumbing issues to fix. So let me tell you what we've got going on here in the sink, in the kitchen. The seal between where the drain is and the sink has gone bad. And Amy noticed it after we had put some deer meat in there to thaw out. So I got underneath the sink and it's gross. And so the whole house smells of like rotting, rancid deer meat. So I've got to pull the drain out, investigate why the old seal went bad, and then I'm going to try a old plumbing trick, essentially just caking a whole bunch of plumber's putty in there, because our local Lowe's was out of the seal I needed. So I'll show you kind of what's going on. This seal right through here, it's just gross. It's got a big hole in it. So all of this stuff is going to come out, and we're going to have to fix all of it. By the way, the dogs evidently love the smell of all this nasty rotted deer meat that's coming out of this thing. So fair warning, if you ever do like what we're doing, the dogs will love it. Alright, so I've scraped the old top seal off, the one that goes between the drain and the sink, and it's nasty. It's gross. This house reeks. But here's what it looks like right now. So I'm going to come in around here and put in a whole bunch of plumber's putty and then set the cleaned drain back on top. Hopefully that'll hold for a couple of days anyway until I can get a real seal. We'll see. So here's the stuff. It's called Odie Plumber's Putty. This stuff is the best. Always keep this stuff around. So let me show you kind of what it looks like now. Line of putty around it. And here's the thing. Took that seal off and got to messing with it and cleaning everything up, and there is just a huge amount of just gross black nastiness that I had to clean out. So that's in the bucket. I won't show you that because it's gross. On to the next plumbing disaster. So let me show you this garbage. Check this out. And like this thing. This one's still solid. This one still works. This one, no worky. And it won't turn off now. So in order to fix our next problem, another bit of plumbing related stuff you need to have on hand is thread tape or thread seal tape, or some people just call it T-tape or plumber's tape or whatever. But anytime you join two pieces of metal together, this stuff is great. It prevents it from leaking, but it also helps kind of hold everything tight. So we're going to put a little bit of this on those two loose connections with a little bit of plumber's putty underneath just to kind of cinch everything down. So here's the problem I'm having. I can tighten this thing up as much as I very well can, and it still does quite a bit of movement. And that's driving my poor wife mad. This one back here does the same thing too. So we're gonna pull all this off. I'm gonna put a little bit of T-tape here and a little bit of T-tape up here, and then cinch it down with some wrenches as well as I can, doing this one first while I got all this one disconnected so I can get back there to it. But I'm lucky enough that in this situation, I have the cutoffs right here. So I can actually turn the water off here and not have to kill the water to the whole house. So that's good. Never have I run into this problem before. Did you guys see those cutoffs? Like the valves? All you gotta do to turn them off is just pull them up. Like I'm sitting here spinning it for like 5 minutes, like it's not tightening up. But now I'm laying on the floor. So we'll get back to it, I guess. Just so you know, some of these houses might have a valve that you just pull to close. Who knew? Well, I failed miserably. Come to find out, the actual faucet needs to be replaced. So I'll have to go pick up some of that. Essentially, it was just so darn tight that no matter what I did, you know, you'd have to put a pretty sizable amount of pressure on the valve to get it to open up. And no matter what I did, it would just twist it. Now the cold water side doesn't have that problem. Cold water side works, opens up, closes, the whole 9 yards. So I'm going to do what one does when they're frustrated with plumbing stuff. Go feed chickens and goats. So we had some pretty bad storms come through here yesterday. Yeah, yesterday afternoon. And so last night I had to come out here and kind of check on things. Anytime we get a good storm, you just never know what's going to get knocked over and destroyed. And well, this time, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Check that out. Yeah, it's the bottom of my chicken coop. Kind of where they can go up to roost and where the nesting boxes are and everything. The bottom of it's kind of fallen out. Oh, check this out. They know I've got food for them. But anyways, oh gosh, they've knocked over their feeder. And that got all their food wet, so. Yeah, I think they're pretty happy to have more food back. They've been eating on some old vegetables we had. But check out who else is here. It's Ethel and Lucy. Guess they know it's feeding time too. So Ethel will come up to me. She'll eat out of my hand. She'll eat out of the feed bucket. She's kind of my #1 best friend. Look, she's in here again. I got your food. I got your food. Hang on. Lucy, on the other hand, she doesn't care for my presence much. She kind of pitches a fit. Hey, she's running around. Also needed to give you guys an update on our tomato plant. This is just about the only thing that survived, well, the puppy and high winds and everything else. It's a Cherokee purple, and it is doing phenomenally well. I've got a couple of dozen tomatoes on it right now. And if you've not been following us on Facebook, I posted a couple of pictures of what these things look like when they're grown and picked, and I gotta tell you guys, they are delicious. So that just about does it for today. We just got back from the water park. I'm in my pajamas because I'm sleepy. It's late. But I'm gonna stay up and probably edit videos for the next couple hours anyways. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave me any comments, questions down below. Hit that subscribe button. Check us out on Facebook. That's facebook.com/HurleyAcres. Link in the description as well. Of course, So come back, see us later. We love you guys. God bless. Thanks for watching.